Hey there, it's Andy with the Reverb Tone Report, and today we're sinking our teeth into the Zzombee from Beetronics. This is an all-analog multi-effect pedal that includes fuzz, sub-octave like you heard in the intro, there was no bass guitar, and all kinds of filtering and expressive effects. So let's take a closer look. The Zzombee is what Beetronics call a Filtremulator, starting with two core signals in parallel, the parasite, or analog sub-octave, and the B signal, which can go from slightly dirty to full-on fuzz. Add an assignable filter and many modes to change its speed and behavior, and you're left with a creative tool that can mutate any instrument. With the filter on, you can use the bottom left foot switch to ramp the filter up or down, and rise and fall times are easily dialed in with the parasite and B's secondary parameters. Switching over to LFO in the middle moves the filter automatically, and the wingspan sets the bottom and top frequencies to travel to. This mode gives you 7 tap tempo subdivisions, so you could always keep in time, and some smart design tricks like double tapping to start and stop the tempo, or holding to pause. Also with tap is the Mad mode on the right, which creates random step filter sounds ranging from 2 to 8. Using the secondary control of the parasite knob, you'll find over 65,000 musical patterns to choose from that you could thankfully save, along with the other modes, into 5 onboard presets. Now with the filter off, you get 3 different modes with similar functionality, but instead of a filter, it changes the amplitude of the B or parasite signals. You can dial in anything from simple volume swells of either voice, or create classic tremolo or octave pulses that Beetronics has named cross tremolo. The expression pedal can also control every parameter and be assigned to many things like tap divisions, and when morphing between them, the heel and toe automatically starts on the 1 to keep you in time. There's a lot to digest here, so check out all the details on the Beetronics Zzombee right here on Reverb. Alright, so let's just start with the basics, and I want to isolate the fuzz signal and then bring in the sub-octave. And the easiest way to do this is just to have the upper left switch in the par mode and turn off the filter, which is that toggle in the center. That's the lowest gain setting. Let's go up 1 notch. Roll down that mix and bring in the sub-octave. Now it is monophonic, so you have that kind of jumpy, glitchy nature, but it really kind of works well, especially when you bring it in with the fuzz, and it's kind of just an unpredictable sound. And we have tone over the sub-octave here. So we could make it more subtle and just kind of leave it in the background and meanwhile crank up the fuzz. So now you know the core sounds, let's get into the fun part, and this is ramp mode. Here I have the filter being applied to the low octave, and you can do some really cool tricks here by using the left foot switch. You could use it to ramp in the filter of the sub octave in this case. And So we could, of course, elongate that. And a cool trick here is to back off on the wingspan all the way, and that's the filter. So you won't really hear that sub-octave until you hit the left foot switch. Next up is LFO, and this is where you get some automatic filter sweeps, and like the other modes, you can apply it to the sub-octave or the fuzz signals. So let's back off on the parasite or the sub-octave and apply that filter, and here you'll notice you have tap tempo control over the filter speed. So of course that's the cleaner sound. Let's engage a little bit more fuzz and then bring in the sub-octave and see how it all comes together. And mad mode is a way of getting some random filter sounds, and that can be applied to the sub-octave or the fuzz sound just like the other modes. You could use the tap tempo here, and you could change from 2 steps all the way to 8 random steps with the alt function of the parasite knob. So let's try a few of those combinations and change the feel and the speed with the tap tempo switch. And you can apply those random filters just to the fuzz signal. So notice I've lowered the parasite or sub-octave signal. Let's jump back to the LFO mode, and with the filter off, we're actually in X mode, and this can give you anything from classic tremolo effects to something like cross tremolo, which is basically the sub-octave and the normal dry signal just interacting, kind of giving you that octave jump effect. And this is really pronounced when you increase the wingspan or the depth of the trem in this mode. Well, that's just scratching the surface of the Beetronics Zzombee, and you can find this all analog fuzz, octave, and filter effect right here on Reverb. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.